Tragedy in Bamenda as a woman dies after being brutally beaten by her husband. Victory Baptist Church Bambui celebrates Children's Sunday, a day set aside on Christian calendar to celebrate children. The body of a gendarme officer has been discovered at Mile 25 in Dub with hands tied in cold blood. These and more in this newscast. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us on this edition of the Primetime Newscast on Abakwa Television. For presentation, I am Ngashi Sharon. Let's begin on this sad note where a mother of two and a hairstylist has been beaten to death by her own husband at Foncha Junction, Maitunkwen. Let's get details in this report. After allegedly being beaten by her husband, sources say Marceline had been enduring domestic. Sad news coming out of Bamenda as Marceline, a young mother of two and a hairstylist at Foncha Junction, Maitunkwen, has lost her life after allegedly being beaten by her husband. Sources say Marceline had been enduring domestic abuse for years, hoping things would get better. But earlier this week, things turned deadly when a fight broke out. Despite having just given birth and still breastfeeding, Marceline was reportedly kicked multiple times in the stomach by her husband. She was rushed to the hospital but sadly didn't make it. The husband has since fled and is currently on the run. Marceline was known for her hard work and determination, recently graduating an apprentice and still training others in her salon. Her death has left behind her family, friends, and community deeply shaken. May her soul rest in peace. Children across congregations in the Cameroon Baptist Convention have on July the 6th celebrated Children's Sunday. Naivona took part in this in Victory Baptist Church Bambui and compiled this for the news.
As children across congregations in the Cameroon Baptist Convention converged to celebrate Children's Sunday on July 6, 2025, the children in Victory Baptist Church Bambui in the Tuba subdivision also turned out massively.
For the children of Victory Baptist Church Bambui, first and foremost, I am proud of the children. I'm proud of their leaders, proud of the way they are bringing up the children. That guarantees me that we have a better church tomorrow. And for that reason, I will ask them to continue. Their team was actually saying what was very, very important is capturing our mind. Let's press on until we meet that goal, until we reach that final point. I think that if we end the journey on the way, it means that we have faith in every endeavor. But if we move on until we meet with Jesus, that will be meeting up with the goal.
During the occasion, these children of Victory Baptist Church Bambui were urged not to reach spiritual satisfaction, but rather press on for higher heights.
Therefore, today's message was centered on pressing on towards the goal and meeting up to the standards of Christianity. And we came to discover the conditions that we need to put in place to be able to set the goals. And also we came to discover spiritual dissatisfaction, getting to a state of spiritual dissatisfaction, which causes us to stay firm to the goal and the focus to which we want to meet up to. And so this call was so focused on building us up in a way that we can get dissatisfied with our present state of present spiritual state and be able to walk towards meeting the goal, which is the goal of meeting with Christ at the end.
According to the children teachers of Victory Baptist Church, parents also have a role to play in raising these children.
During the week, we dwelled on the theme pressing on towards the goal from Philippians chapter 3 from verse 12 to 14. And we are encouraged as parents, or we encourage the parents to be able to raise spiritual standards for their children. And that's talking about spiritual discipline. parents will be able to train their children now, give them spiritual intake by teaching the children how to study the Bible and how to pray. They should train them. If not, if they lead them to the society will definitely train them the other way. And in the end, the children will go wayward. From the text, Philippians chapter 3, from verse 12 to 14, the preacher of the day encouraged parents so that they will be able to emphasize, to train their children with two things: prayers and Bible study. That is the highest way that will keep the life of these children safe until they grow in the way of the Lord.
Commemorative activities included singing and dancing, a debate session and drama, memory verse recitation and competition, as well as spoken word poetry, amongst others.
A gendarme officer is reported to have been killed by separatist fighters 2 weeks after abduction. His remains was discovered by the locals of Mile 25 in Dob. Let's get details in this report. Separatist fighters killed gendarme officer abducted 2 weeks ago. He was a gendarmerie lieutenant and company commander of Gorketunja. According to local sources, the body of the slain officer who served at the Ndob Gendarmerie Brigade was found at Mile 25 in Ndob. His gruesome killing comes as a direct challenge to Gorketunja SDO, who has been under pressure over growing insecurity in the area. In retaliation, government forces launched a military crackdown on Bamesing village and its environs as a known separatist stronghold in Dob, where they believe fighters are hiding. During their operations, 2 suspected separatists were reportedly killed. Their corpses were later displayed publicly at the Total filling station in Dob, a move aimed at sending a clear message to the fighters and the local population. Witnesses confirmed that one of the bodies was completely burnt. In a related development, it was reported that one of the Muslims abducted by the same separatist group in Doo was also executed a few days ago, raising further concern over targeted killings and escalating circle of violence in Dor. Authorities have yet to release an official statement on the killings while investigations continue. The Archbishop of Bamenda has inaugurated a new mortuary at St. Martin's Health Center in Wombe. Let's get details with Staff Lady Menyam Sibel.
His Lordship Archbishop Andrew Kea of Bamenda officially inaugurated a new mortuary at St. Martin's Health Center in Wombe on Tuesday, July 8. The state-of-the-art facility, capable of accommodating 50 bodies, represents a significant advancement for the residents of Wombe and the Menchum Division, who have long faced challenges in the preservation of corpses for burial. The establishment of the mortuary fulfills a promise made by Archbishop Kea to the Catholic community of St. Martin's during their 75th anniversary celebration in January. The facility is equipped with solar power, ensuring reliable electricity, and is staffed by a trained attendant. It has already begun serving the local community, receiving its first body from the Furawa subdivision. In addition to the mortuary, Archbishop Kea announced plans to introduce well-equipped X-ray facilities in the near future, further enhancing health services in Menchum. This initiative underscores his commitment to improving the well-being of the community.
The recent media exchange has raised awareness about vaccination and universal health coverage, addressing critical challenges such as limited access to health information in rural areas. Let's get details from Sonka Williams.
The regional delegate for public health emphasized the importance of media synergy with health facilities to raise awareness about vaccination campaigns. A one-day media exchange on vaccination and universal health coverage (UEC) was held in Cameroon's southwest region. Discussions highlighted challenges in rural areas, including limited access to health information and initiatives. The importance of certified media practitioners and regulated entry examinations was stressed. A press conference was held providing media houses with information on public health concerns to relay to the population, because collaboration between media and health facilities is crucial for effective health communications.
Let's take you over to the southwest region, where an accident occurred at Ekona which claimed several lives and left several people injured. Let's get details with Staff Lady Naivona.
A total of 18 passengers and a driver on board this minibus left Kumba for Limbe and other destinations in between on Wednesday, July 9, 2025. In the course of their journey, some passengers alighted safely in their respective destinations, but sadly, the 9 others and the driver who were heading to Boya and Limbe all met their doom following a ghastly accident around Ekona in the Fako Division Southwest region. The accident involved a heavy-duty truck which ran into and crushed the 18-seater bus, leaving 7 persons, including the driver, lifeless and 3 others severely injured, including a young boy aged 7 to 10 years old.
Abia Manfred. Oh yeah, the terrible thing where it happened for time when our own Okada boy them. Now they come talk am. So now them carry we run Ukampo here, we can discover say Camion he lost control. It takes some bus way, he come out for Kumba, and that bus is carrying 10 passengers. So out of that 10 passengers, 7 they die, and 2 they will be seriously wounded, and then 1 small pikin is safe. With that small pikin they about 7 years, 10 years old. So they don't carry the pikin, and the other 2 put them for hospital.
Thanks to the local population and security forces who rushed to the scene of the accident, the injured were taken to the hospital where they are currently receiving treatment, and the deceased taken to the Moyoka Mortuary pending burial, while the whereabouts of the truck driver and his assistant is still unknown.
Camion driver and motorboy will not even see them. They don't go. We will not even see them and see them with our eyes. They don't go. So,
while many have taken to the social media attributing the cause of the accident to the deplorable nature of roads, this eyewitness says overspeeding by truck drivers should be questioned and regulations imposed by authorities that be.
the speedway Camion, they take them for calm down when they reach for Ekona Mbenge. It be like say, they don't enter for play with all time now gone. I don't know what it happen with the Camion, because if you see the terrible speedway they pass, even a snake on a fly, the monarch pass. Camion they pass with a zinc for people that have said eating for see how to win a Camion take good place for it. We beg me that the tribe will control them. Yes, they get road safety, they get can't people. Me the struggle will push on about the control.
At press time, state authorities are yet to make an official statement regarding the accident. It should be noted that cases of road accidents have been recurrent on major roads across Cameroon recently, but many are calling on the population to exercise extra caution and vigilance while on the highway. May the souls of the departed rest in peace.
In a political landscape, Issa Chiruma Bakari has raised serious allegations against the current regime. Staff Lady Menyam Sibel tells us more.
The former Minister of Employment asserted that some party members have been offered bribes to resign, and he revealed that the party's fundraising website has been compromised. Bakari has explicitly accused the regime he previously served of orchestrating these actions. Adding to the turmoil, Yerima Dewa, a prominent figure within the FSNC and the mayor of Pitoa, has tendered his resignation. Dewa has since established a new party, the All Cameroonian Congress, which has received validation from Paul Atanganji. This development follows a series of high-profile resignations from the FSNC, coinciding with Chiroma's departure from the Presidential Majority Alliance and his subsequent resignation from the government. Observers have speculated that the regime's machinery may be behind these resignations and expedited approvals of new political entities, further intensifying concerns about political manipulation in the country. As the situation unfolds, the implications for the FSNC and the broader political landscape remain to be seen.
And just in, the Cameroon basketball Lionesses have completed their training camp in Turkey in preparation for the upcoming AfroBasket tournament. They played two matches against Ivory Coast, securing a 57 to 47 victory in the first game, but failing short in losing 64 on 59. Following their time in Turkey, the squad is set to travel to Egypt for further preparations ahead of the 2025 Women's AfroBasket, scheduled to take place in Ivory Coast from July 25th to August 3rd. Let's take you over to Nigeria in a significant counter-operation where the Nigerian security forces have eliminated at least 30 bandits in the Faskari district of the Katsina state, according to the state internal security commissioner. Let's get details in this report.
This announcement was made on Thursday following coordinated efforts by police, military, and Air Force personnel in response to multiple attacks launched by armed groups on local communities. The assault occurred late Tuesday in the villages of Kadiswa, Radama, and Sabonlayi, where hundreds of bandits attempted to invade. Following intense confrontations, security forces successfully repelled the attackers, resulting in the deaths of 30 bandits due to targeted airstrikes as they attempted to escape. Tragically, the operation also resulted in the loss of five security officials and one civilian. Additionally, one civilian was reported injured and is currently receiving medical treatment. The presence of heavily armed groups, commonly referred to as bandits, has been a growing threat in northwest Nigeria, leading to widespread violence, kidnappings, and fatalities, severely impacting road travel and agricultural activities in the region.
Still on international page, let's take you over to Italy, where a 35-year-old priest has reportedly taken his own life in Italy. Father Matteo Balzano of the Diocese of Novara was found dead in the parish oratory residence after his absence during Sunday Mass raised concerns. Father Franco Guidis, the Episcopal vicar, revealed that the Matteo did not die out of weakness, but from abandonment, exhaustion, and feeling unseen. To him, even though they are priests, they are also humans, and sometimes the ministry leaves deep wounds, and they can sometimes feel as cold as a set of procedures. He regrets that the brotherhood has turned into a formality where listening is rare and suffering is treated as a scandal. Priests are unable to confide in one another, and competition has replaced compassion. May his soul rest in peace. And it is on this note, ladies and gentlemen, that we have come to the end of this edition of the Primetime Newscast on Abakwa Television. The news was produced by David Baudrek, supervised by the station's director, King Wills, and coordinated by the entire news desk of Abakwa Television. Thanks for watching. Until next time, good night. For presentation, I am Gashi Sharon.